feeling a lot of pent-up energy tonight. We've all gone through a lot in the last 15, 16 months of this pandemic. These two over here, oh my God, what they had to deal with. All these different rule changes, wedding rule changes from that church Romano. You know, the church is a technical term. But at the end of the day, the way I see the silver lining in all this is that after going through all that, they still wanted to get married, all the stress. So they must have been meant to be. So I want to formally welcome you all to the celebration, first time as man and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Mike Romano. Congratulations. We have people from all over tonight. We have folks from California, some folks from Florida. We got a Baltimore contingency. And now we got a big crowd all the way from Long Island. It's basically Mike and all his friends, this guy. I've never seen somebody have so many friends. You know, he had 4 or 5 bachelor parties just to accommodate all his friends. It's crazy. Who doesn't? And then, so it's Mike, it's another party for you. But, you know, Mike mentioned it at the ceremony, but we're also celebrating my daughter's 30th birthday. You know, she always talked to me about throwing her a big bash for her 30th birthday. There you are, honey.
It's a big bash.
Yeah. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I like that. I don't know, we're not to say that anymore, I'm not sure. Yeah. So, you know, those of you that have daughters out there, you know one of the #1 jobs is to, when your daughter brings home a boyfriend, you gotta find something wrong with them, right? And I happen to be very good at that. So when Danielle would bring over some of the boyfriends, you know, some real winners, and I don't mean that in a positive sense. And it wasn't very tough to find something wrong with her, trust me. So, but then, I don't know, then Mikey came along. I heard a lot about him, obviously, before I met him. And Gina would give me the inside scoop. She said, hey, this is a good kid. You're going to like this. All right. My antennas are up. We'll see. So I meet the kid, and, you know, he couldn't have been more well-mannered, polite. I think he said thank you to me like 100 times. I don't even know why. Like, just kept saying thank you. I don't know. But, and then, you know, the icing on the cake was when I met his parents, Mike and Claire. Mike and Claire, I love these people. 2 of the nicest people you'd ever want to meet. Unbelievable. Claire is so beautiful, she's just a sweetheart, loves Danielle, I can see that every day. Mike Sr., like I feel like I've known him forever, right? And it has nothing to do with the fact that you like cigars or wine like I do. But I'm really happy that our families are, 2 great Italian-American families joining together. Very excited. So when Mike came over to, you know, I knew this day was coming, so I knew he was going to come over and ask permission to marry Danielle. I knew it was coming. I had a vision in my mind that I was really going to bust his chops, because that's what I do. So he comes over, and he's all well suited, and so he dives right in, and starts asking me all these questions, and he just asked me for permission. I just felt so bad for him because he was sweating profusely. So, just sweating profusely. So I just felt bad. I couldn't do it. You know, actually, I forgot to tell you before when I actually met Mike, and I was saying before, I was trying to look for something wrong, and I couldn't find anything. You know, it was tough. I was looking hard. Trust me, I was trying. The only thing I could find was that he kind of buttoned his shirts a little low. That's about it. So it's the only thing that I know it's a little picky, but it's the only thing I could find. So anyway, Mikey, I love you. My daughter, you make my daughter very happy. If my daughter's happy, I'm very happy. You got a big job ahead of you. Make sure you know what you're doing. If you screw it up, you accidentally might happen to look like this. I'm only kidding. No, I'm really not. So, good man, Mike, I love you. Okay. Let's turn over to my beautiful bride. Is she the most beautiful bride you've ever seen? Oh my God, I couldn't believe what I saw her today. It's incredible. So, you know, when she was little, she was just a burst of energy. Like, she would walk into a room and she'd command respect right away. She's just a passionate person, always smiling, always in a good mood. You know, very decisive, very passionate, very persuasive. You can tell how persuasive she is. You know, she convinced you to have a wedding here with Triple Hunt. You know, the day we walked in, we were over budget. It was over. But when she was little, just to give you a couple of stories, when she was little, she always wanted to be a teacher. She would say, I want to be a teacher. C-H, teacher. And she would go into her mother's closet and take her mother's highest heels, go in the back playroom, and I'm talking like 2, 3 years old, and go in the back playroom and start teaching her invisible class. And every once in a while, I would listen in, and like all I heard was her yelling and putting everybody in timeout. I don't think you get away with that, you know. And then she kind of evolved out of the teaching phase, and I started talking to her about something. Now, you're going to be the first woman president. You got the leadership skills, you got the personality, you got the intelligence. You're going to be the first woman president. So, look at it, we're about to have the worst soon. So. I don't know if she ever really bought into that. I think it was really more my dream than anything else. But anyway, so, you know, you still got a shot, you gotta take one for the team. You can still be first woman president. Just make it happen, all right? So, one last story I want to share about Danielle is that Danielle has this knack of just sending you a text or writing you a note or leaving you a voicemail. You know, just the right words at the right time. Just amazing. And this story involves my father, Danielle's grandpa. My dad loved Danielle, just like he loved all those grandkids. But Danielle used to make him laugh, crack him up. He got a real kick out of her. And so this one story, the background is my father loved apples. It's crazy, he just loved apples. And when you went to his house, on his dining room table, he'd have a big bowl of apples. And he'd also have like a backup bowl in the kitchen. So he just had these apples, and you just had to have an apple. You weren't coming to his house without eating an apple. He would make it so easy for you. He would actually peel it, he would cut it, just had, all his grandkids are shaking their head. You have to, you just had to have an apple, it's just important to him. And I guess the old adage, an apple a day, worked for him. He lived till he was 95, so may he rest in peace. But the main part of the story here is that, you know, a few days after he passed away, I got this beautiful package in the mail. Just amazing how it was wrapped. And I opened the box, and inside the box, these 6 of the most beautiful apples you've ever seen. Beautiful, huge. And you didn't even want to eat them. They didn't even look real. And inside the box was a little note that said, it was from Danielle, obviously, to me, and she said, the best gift Grandpa ever gave me was the best daddy in the world. Oh, God. That's what Danielle, that's Danielle in a nutshell. I'll never forget that, Danielle. You've become such a beautiful woman, blossomed, and you're just so successful, and I just can't wait for the future between you and Mike. And I know you guys are going to make it happen. It's awesome. Congratulations again. Yeah. So speaking of Grandpa was wrapping up the speech like I'm about to. He would say 2 things. He would say, "Figlia maschi," which means in Italian, have a lot of boys. You know, we were mom lately, so I'm saying boys, girls, I don't care. Just pop them out. He would also say "Ciandan," which means here's to 100 years. Yeah. What I say is, listen, I just want a tremendous amount of love, peace, and happiness between the two of you. I love you guys so much. And most importantly, tonight, let's get lit.
Don't go anywhere, because at this time I want to ask Danielle to come out to the center of the dance floor to dance with you on the Daughter Dance. Everybody give them a big round of applause.